life, I want you to prepare your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, and your spirit that anything can happen.
Welcome to Little Miss Sunshine. My name is Mukisa Cherilyn. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy watching. Resilience. What is resilience? Well, resilience means going to war and coming back alive. I'm kidding, but literally it means adapting to adversity, adapting to trauma, adapting to those situations that come to finish you, but you rise and you stay strong like a bed bag. I did not die, bed bag after fumigation. That is resilience. I'm kidding, guys. I'm such a joker. Anyway, resilience is being able to go through things and come out strong. For example, I'm sure you all have gone through certain things in your life and things you thought that would kill you, but here you are, alive and kicking, girl. You know, the funny thing about life is most of those things you fear, they'll happen to you and you won't die. Most of the things you fear, like you fear losing something, it will get lost and you won't die. You fear, for example, the iPhone users, you fear breaking your iPhone or you fear it being stolen. It can be broken, it can be stolen, and you will not die, girl. You gain resilience from that. I'm not saying God forbid, to fear, nobody's going to rob you. But I'm just saying, like, resilience. So we all go through certain things in our lives whereby you feel like, oh God, how will I get through this? Even me, I've been through those situations whereby I can't, like, I wonder every day how I'm fine. I'm like, should I just be a soldier? Fande Cherilyn, going straight to war. Because you go through certain things, and you get through them and you go on the other side and you're like, what? how did I get here? So that is resilience. So sometimes in layman's language, it's called character development. For example, they break your heart. It makes you more resilient. I have a friend that used to say, you will be heartbroken in your first heartbreak, but you can't be heartbroken on your 12th heartbreak. I don't know. By the time you're reaching the 12th one, you're now a soldier marching into war. So you gain resilience through the tough times. You know, growing up, I remember, I feel like in school and what, I used to always fear even offending people. I used to fear fights. I used to fear anything that would get me in trouble, because you know, when you're young, you fear trouble. You feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world if you get punished, if anything happens to you. But then growing up, like for example, reaching university, all those conflicts I used to fear, now they came to pass and I didn't die. You gain resilience, you get friends, you lose friends. You know, at some point you used to fear losing friends. Like friendship used to feel like a fairy tale, like it had to be perfect. I think for me when I was young, I had my whole life figured out. You know, those people, they always say, by on this day, when I was 13 years old, I planned my wedding. I was those people. I wanted my life to be in a certain way. Me, I already told God, this is how everything is going to be. Mama, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Because he will laugh at you. He will fast forward to the other part where things are going south, then he laughs. So, but then, you know, you learn, you live and you learn, you live and you grow, you build a thick skin through adversity. You shouldn't let things faze you, because things come and go, shockingly. You know that meme, Yakubu, manage. You feel like you're going to die, but you won't die. Now that is resilience. And some of these things happen for your character development. Because imagine if you're soft your entire life, if like you have such an easy life, you're protected from danger all the time, everything, like everyone is nice to you, everyone likes you, everything is just smooth sailing. How will you grow? You'll just be there, yeah, thinking life is like that. Then one day when you're now in your 50s, maybe your 40s or what, that's when now you start reacting over things because you've lived in an oyster your entire life. You're a pearl, precious. So just sometimes you just have to thank God for certain problems because they teach you a lot. When they betray you, you learn discernment. You learn that you shouldn't trust everybody. When they break your heart, and I feel like heartbreak is as much as it's painful, I feel like it's a beautiful thing. It teaches you that you're capable of love. You're capable of giving your all to someone. You're capable of putting someone on a pedestal, putting someone of high importance in your life. All these emotions are important. I feel like emotions are signals. They tell you something about yourself. Like, for example, fear. Fear protects you, like, I'm in danger, please get into the perfect place so that we be fine. Then anger is the emotion that loves you the most. Did you know? That's why anger, wants you to show people law and order. If you know what I mean. So it teaches you that, it gives you adrenaline, it wants to protect you. Then love teaches you that we are social beings. Like, we were made for connection, we were made for love. That's how animals we are. Even in the wild, animals are always living in packs, in cocoons, they're always together. So there's a sense of community. All emotions are important and they all teach you something. But then also you have to ask yourself, if for you you're always choosing people that are hurting you, sometimes it's 98% is that other person's problem, but there's also your 2%. You have to also self-reflect and take accountability for things, for the role you play in your own suffering. I always tell people you have to acknowledge the role you play in your own suffering so that you don't repeat. Because I feel like sometimes subconsciously we repeat the same patterns, we repeat the same cycles. Like, you're choosing the same person but in different bodies, if you get what I mean. You're dating the same type of person and you start blaming them. You're like, this person is bad, this person is a cheater, but you chose them, girl. You chose, you fell in love. It was all planned out. It was supposed to be like Cinderella with the missing shoe, but they showed you shaggy. So it's not to victim blame, but then we all need to acknowledge a role played in our own suffering. Because I feel like we're also not perfect. The same way you can hurt me is the same way I can hurt you. Maybe I've also hurt some people and I need to take accountability for it. We are not perfect beings. So we need to be able to acknowledge. Then also, we need to learn. Part of resilience is also learning how to sit through your emotions. You're supposed to let emotions pass through you and not try to numb pain. You know how some people take alcohol, do drugs, ecstasy, whatever. They're trying to run away from the pain. But the funny thing is, once you go up and you come down, because the brain has an equilibrium where pain and pleasure are supposed to be at the same level. When pleasure is too high, that means that when it goes down, it goes lower than the pain, meaning that that's what they call hangover. The brain is supposed to be in homeostasis. That is psychology. So you need to learn how to feel, deal, and heal. Feel your emotions. Someone has hurt you, it hurts, it's okay. Then deal with it. How am I going to get through this? Sit with it, try to console yourself, listen to the best music, read a book, watch a podcast, go to therapy, anything. Then heal. Allow yourself to heal. Forgive yourself. Like my grandmother always says, forgive yourself and forgive others. So make sure that you are okay. Then when you see another situation happening like that, it doesn't faze you as much because you already have the tools and you know how to get through it. Okay? So resilience is a very important thing in life because life is not easy. Life is good, bad. Life is a journey. Life life is full of so many things, so you really need to be strong, you need to be resilient, you know. And I wish you all peace. I wish you all find love, peace, joy, and everything. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.